Grand final of Dota 2 TI6. This is the biggest game of the year, biggest game of all of these players' life. This is Wings Gaming first ever attempt at nailing TI, and Digital Chaos, this is same for them. This is their first time in a grand final, and they are going to be looking to close out the biggest tournament of the entire year. Also one of the best tournaments that we've ever had. TI6 just in general has been non-stop, has been full of legit comebacks. So much good play, huge hero pools. It's been awesome. We can see a little bit more of that here. Wings Gaming picking up the Silencer is a bit of a new pickup. I'm not sure that we've seen much of... Oh my god, they've picked up Pudge. Not sure that we've seen much of the Silencer. And now with the Pudge, that is going to be a support Pudge, mid Storm Spirit, offlane Slardar, carry Silencer. Ooh, who knows? We'll see what players line up with what heroes as to what role they're going to play. On DC side, they've picked up Timbersaw, Keeper of the Light, Ogre Magi, Faceless Void, and they'll be looking to pick up their mid hero here. Moo on the Timbersaw, it's been his best hero of the tournament. Hopefully he'll be able to keep that momentum going. Skywrath Mage picked up from DC. A lot of synergy with the Faceless Void there. We've got Resolution on the Void. Whoa, who's going to be mid then? Oh, we're going to have to see who is going to play what for Digital Chaos as well. So it is Mill on Timbersaw. Blink on the Storm Spirit. So it is a carry Silencer. Ice playing the Pudge. So it's Wee on the Skywrath. So he will be playing that mid position Skywrath Mage. That's what I assumed, but very interesting. Resolution on that Faceless. Ogre Magi as well. We can see a lot of team synergy from DC with that big Chronosphere. We've got the Faceless Void pops that. Hopefully lands it on 3, say. Skywrath Mage uses his Mystic Flare on 1. Keeper of the Light gets his Illuminate charging. Timbersaw can throw his Chakrams in there as well. On the side of Wings though, they've got a lot of single target. That Silencer. We're looking to make a huge impact in this game. The silence will affect basically everyone on their team. Ogre Magi, not particularly useful if he's been completely silenced up. Will slow down the Chronosphere as well. Although they've spotted... Misery's spotted Innocence here. He doesn't have any items though. So he's literally just TP'd there so that he could stop some warding. But Misery gets the ward down anyway. That sucks. Will there be a teleport cancelled by stun within 10 minutes? Yeah, sure, let's go for it. I didn't even know that was an option. That is really cool. Total number of smoke ganks. Let's just go 3 to 5. Let's hope there's a few smokes. Play the highest total on magic damage. Always pick Timbersaw for that one, seeing as most of his damage he does is either of those two. We've actually got a smoke from Wings. It's just the Pudge. He's going to be looking to try and grab that hook. Play with the highest net worth by 10 minutes. I am actually going to go... Who's got the stronger lanes? I think DC have got a good lane here. Timbersaw against the Slardar. I'm just going to go Resolution. Alright. So, as I mentioned, this is the biggest game of the tournament. Will Wings be able to perform? DC have been on an absolute roll. They've torn through the whole lower bracket, well, most of the lower bracket, and they've done really well. They actually fight breaking out this top rune. Wee's going in. Oh my god, Illuminate does so much damage on basically everybody. Blink could be in trouble here, leaving some static remnants behind. Resolution tumbles forward. They get the first blood. What a kill. Going DC's way. So Weeha off to a flyer. Picked up that first blood straight away on the Blink Storm Spirit. Wow. What a crazy start. Misery floating around here in the lane. Using that Ignite to get some damage over time on Blink. But this Wii is going to be problematic as well. He's got that Arcane Bolt. Can use it so often. We've got a tri-lane up here to help out the Silencer. He is not particularly great in lane. And... you know, a Pudge and an IO there also not going to be providing too much. Pudge obviously a little bit scary with the hook. Can pull you out of position. It's always nice. But Moo on the Timbersaw up against Faith Beyond. He's just got those spammable spells. He's got the mana pool. Faith's going to have to be on his toes here. There's the crush. Just trading damage at the moment. Who can do it more efficiently? Moo's got the armor, so he takes a little bit less. A little bit less damage. What base armor? We've got 5 base armor up on the slider, so they're actually equal armor. Just the regen advantage for the Timbersaw. So we've got 3 for DC up in this top lane. DC have the chance to live out an absolute dream here. They've only just really formed not that long ago. They haven't had any particularly big tournament wins or anything. No great placings. They've basically, Misery gets the last hit there. They're basically here trying to do their best. For me personally, I thought top 8 finish would be considered a really big success. DC, I mean, in terms of potential, you would have considered that they were a top 10 in the world, maybe just on the brink. But they hadn't been able to live up to it. This tournament, they have turned that all around, and they are in with a real chance here. This is best of 5. So it's going to take a lot of time and effort to get through here. They've already played the series earlier today where they beat EG in 3 games. It was a crazy, crazy series, so we'll see if that actually has any impact on their mental frame and whether they're able to turn it around, keep up the energy. If they've been sculling Red Bulls in the break, maybe. Because if they can win this, they will be crowned basically the best Dota team in the world. Got a double stack here being taken out by the Illuminate from Saxa. Using that chakra magic to reduce the cooldown, keeping him up, keeping his mana up there. Let's get these last hits of Knives cranking as well. We see a lot of DC heroes up the top, only by a couple of CS. So we've got all 3 cores on each side getting a decent amount of last hits. Nothing too major. The lanes are going relatively evenly. Faith Beyond's kind of out of regen at the moment. Innocence comes in to give him some help. Timber Chain to get away. Faith Beyond uses the sprint to get after him. He's got Slithering Crush in 1 second. He's going to land it. Innocence is going to be shooting as well. They got the slow from the tether. Will Moo be able to get away? He's got Timber Chain. He's going to use it. Faith Beyond's going in. He's got 1 tango. It's still... He's getting the regen. Faith could be in trouble here. He's got enough for 1 crush. He misses. He misses the crush. Moo's going to go in. Is he going to be able to get the kill? Oh my god, he's on 45 health. Moo doesn't have any mana. Whoa, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. This offlane Innocence providing a lot there. Faith Beyond would have either definitely died or wouldn't have had the opportunity to get that kill. Oh no, a bit of miscommunication here. They've placed down 2 sentry wards in the same spot. At least they're on the same page, you know? You can say that much. There's the Fire Blast and the Ignite. Ice might go down here. He tries to rot his way to a suicide. He's unable to do so. So off to a great start from DC. They're up 2-0. Again, even 1 game here. Oh no. Wee's regen rune got popped and the catapult stopped it from being applied. That sucks. Only 1 game here. It is best of 5, so whichever team does get behind, it is not a lethal blow. Not the end of the world. We coming back into the mid lane, maybe walking into this setup from Faith Beyond and Innocence. Could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's gone straight into the river. Oh no, they're going to get the crush on him. Will they be able to finish him off? Oh my god, the Mystic Flare placed down. Storm Spirit gets blown up. Holy shit, that's a whole level. He was a whole level ahead. And Storm Spirit doesn't have any way to move around without that level 6. So crucial for him to be able to dodge something like that. And without it, he just gets blown up. He was not expecting that. Nor was I, to be honest. I don't think anyone was. That was a great turnaround. Perfectly placed. And it's 3-1. So a trade there for Wings and DC. DC not actually all that upset about it, seeing as Wings actually used the smoke for that one. Ice just hanging around here. Resolution time walks out. Doesn't want to get picked up by the hook. Still a lot of pure damage, even though the level 3. It's 180 pure damage. Oh, he's missed the hook actually. Ice could be in a little bit of trouble. He gets a bash. 1, 2. Oh, he denies himself. Suxa could be in trouble. Oh, 15 health left. Shadow taking it to resolution here. Illuminate used, try and scare him off. Will they be able to get him away? Resolution taking so much. These wisp balls are doing a lot. Shadow gets one more last hit in, and he gets the last word. Finishes him off. Oh, Misery's coming in. Who's he going to go on? He's got to get somebody. Oh no, Skywrath kills Storm Spirit in the mid lane. Slardar gets the kill on Skywrath again. So we... Oh, the tether gets him out of the Illuminate range. What a play. What a play. Innocence. Really should have given up a kill there. I thought for sure he was going down, but... Too good. The Illuminate was well placed. Just wasn't able to get him in time. Moo's doing relatively well here. He's got the arcane boots. He's had a little bit of time in this lane to himself. As the Sardar's kind of jumped out and been jumping into that mid lane to try and get rid of Wee, basically blow him up. Here at the top tower, looks like a bit of a push coming in. Oh no, TP's coming in from DC. Are they going to try and get something organised here? They spot out Blink in the jungle actually. Trying to get a stack up. Shadow, here's the last word. Oh no, he's been silenced, so he's unable to time walk off this damage. It's a hell of a lot of damage he's taken there. Moo now, he's got that chakram. Enables his damage output to just be so much higher. Suxa goes down in the top lane. Leaving Wee here in the mid to farm up. Both teams got wards basically in all the crucial places. Up the top they've got them both here looking for that that rotation in, and both teams have these lane wards here in the mid as well. We swap out of net worth. We actually see Wee on top here. And that may have something to do with the fact that Wings can't seem to gank him without somebody dying themselves. Oh, Mystic Flare used, not able to land on him. Blink still taking so much damage. Another Arcane Bolt. Jesus Christ almighty. These infused raindrops doing a lot, but they're getting popped so quickly. It's hard for Blink to stay in the lane. Really, really hard for him to stay in there. Same with Faith Beyond. He's up against Moo, who can throw those chakrams out. He's got the Arcane Boots and the Soul Ring now. He can just keep it going. This tower is going to be done very shortly. The lane pushing hard. Sucks it down here to ensure that it does go down. They popped a rune actually, and we've got a couple moving in. Blink's going to be moving in here. They need to get this tower down ASAP. TP comes in. Oh, the deny actually from Faith Beyond. Moo gets blown up by everything. Holy... Oh no, he's still alive. He's actually doing so much damage. Innocence might go down here. Oh, he wanted to pull the chakram. If he got the... He needed to pull it back. Innocence may have just gone down. Ice didn't have too much health either. Wow, Moo is tanky. They don't even get the kill on the tower. The deny gets picked up. Crazy.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they've popped a scan. They know that Shadow's there. Oh, sugar. How did he get out there? Uses the TP. Resolution can't find him. How did he know? As soon as he saw him move away from the tower, he went, oh shit. I made... Innocent still floating around. I'm not sure what he's been up to. He was only on 90 health last time we saw him. Now he's down to 50. So DC trying to put more of this tower pressure on. They've got bottom tower and they're going to be looking to get top. They won't have to worry about the deny this time. We actually get to the last hit, sitting up top of the net worth at 5k. Moo still in this bottom up against Faith Beyond. They're equal level. Ice sitting around here. He's got that pure damage hook, which is going to be very useful up against Moo. Moo will have the Timber Chain to get away though, so it's got to be well placed. There's the hook. Oh, it lands on the creep. Not exactly what he wanted. He did get the big creep though. 60 gold going Ice's way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They've popped a dust. We makes a line straight up to the top tower. They may need to go on Shadow here, and might look to turn it into a push on that tower as well. We've had a pause. What is going on here? Did not want too many pauses in the grand final. We want as many games to go off without a hitch as possible. Oh, he's actually got the new mask, which you can't really even see that well. Oh yeah, you can see it's got like a little trail. Alright, DC making it here. Oh, here's the Chronosphere. There's the Mystic Flare. Shadow's going to go down here. Arcane Bolt. Finish off with the Illuminate. Oh shit. The wand actually saves him. Turns around, casts the last spell to get some damage on Wii. And this tower is going to go down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, maybe it won't go down actually. We'll see if TP's come out from Wings. Blink Dagger up on Faith. Crucial for him.
Radiant's middle
Absolutely
tower is
crucial.
under attack.
Wings aren't making any rotations yet. DC playing pretty safe, just backing off the tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Letting the creep wave push in a bit. Playing safe, just kind of getting these objectives down half health at a time. Don't want to overcommit for anything in particular. So we'll see what Blink does go with. He's picked up a Soul Ring. We'll see whether he goes into the Soul Booster. If he goes into an Orchid to try and get to this move. They want to double up on the silencers. Obviously they've got Silencer, who is full of silencers himself. Got the Global as well. But they may want the Orchid to make a go on heroes like Wii. He's going to be trouble. He has basically all of his damage come from spells. Moo as well. Most of his damage comes from spells. Keeper of Light, if you can jump on him without any spells, he's going to be screwed. Misery going to get gone on here. Fire Blast on Shadow, but not able to do anything. DC looking to back up here, just behind their tier 1 tower up in top. In the meantime, we've got Blink just farming up in mid. Is a fight going to break out here? We've got a Time Walk forward. Global Silence used. They're going to get some hits on Shadow though. Oh, there's the blink in from Faith Beyond. They're going to blow up Resolution here. Will he go down? Yes, he gets finished off. Illuminate comes in, only hits on Faith. There's a Timber Chain. Innocent takes a lot. Mystic Flare used. Faith Beyond. He's going to be running through the trees. Will they be able to follow? Oh, there's the hook. Oh, he was TPing out anyway. Well done by Wings. They almost lost the Wisp. They almost... Oh, whoops. There he is. Wondering how he got out. And it was because he used the old Relocate. So 1 for 1 there. Resolution for IO actually works out relatively well for DC. I mean, for Wings, they get the core. Want to kill Resolution as much as possible. As we saw in that last game, he makes such a big difference. He played that Slark to perfection, just did really, really well with their strategy of split pushing and kind of getting pickoffs and taking advantage of it. Resolution here going to be gifted the opportunity to bring the big plays, the big Chronospheres, get that timing up. Ooh, he's actually picked up a Rod of Atos, so going for the classic build where you see somebody, you Atos them, you silence them up with the Ancient Seal, and increase the damage they take, and then just drop a Mystic Flare straight on them. Concussive Shot applies a slow as well, so that'll also be doing some work. Too many buttons for me. You've got to press you've got to activate the Rod of Atos, use the Ancient Seal on the person, use Concussive Shot, and place down the Mystic Flare, all within 0.1 of a second is the best way to do it. Yeah, like I said, me personally, I am not able to get that combo down well. Haven't had enough practice. Ice goes for the hook, misses completely. They're kind of all down the bottom here, Wings. Haste used by Blink. They're going to go over to Wee. Wee needs to kill this creep as soon as possible. He gets jumped on. Storm Spirit zips in. Gets the pull. Will they be able to finish him off? They do. Oh, Resolution. Went to use the Chronosphere. Didn't pop it. Moo was there. They would have got some damage down, but would it have been enough? The Storm Spirit had the haste. He still would have been able to get away, and he's got his ball lightning as well. Oh no, Misery could be in trouble here. There's the hook. Actually pulls him away from Blink. There's the Global Silence. Misery's going to go down. They're backing up here a little bit. DC, so too Wings. They kind of just want to get out scot-free. Chakram comes in. Does not really do anything. They've gotten out, so a great pickup from Wings. They get the kill on the Skywrath and then on Misery as well. They're definitely turning around this advantage that DC had built up in the early game from a couple of successful kills. And they're just going to go in for this bottom tower here. We've got rotations and TPs as well from DC, so this could turn into a big fight here. Global Silence is down. This is when DC need to strike. While the iron's hot. Wings have got the ward there. They can see everyone there. Well, they can see them all there with the creeps as well. So we're seeing these big rotations, this big 5-man Dota already from both teams. Not seeing as clear of an, of a different strategy compared to what we saw in the last game. Oh no, they've smoked up under a ward. DC. Criminal. Absolutely criminal. But there are a lot of wards here that they've got to dodge. They've got 1, 2, and 3 wards from Wings that are basically scanning out the entire jungle. They've got a lane ward up here as well. They've used a ton of wards. DC have got wards of their own. They've got one here checking into the lane just a little bit. One up near the T2. Vision game is relatively even, to be fair. Scan used by Wee. Try and check out what's going up in this top lane if there's anybody. They can't spot anyone. Ooh, D-ward from Blink. 100 gold, he does not mind that at all. So he's building into the Bloodstone first. Another haste rune for him. He actually getting lucky with these haste runes. So build into that Bloodstone, and then we'll see if he picks up the Orchid second. That is relatively common as well. And the reason for it is obviously... Oh no, here we go. We could be in trouble. Global Silence comes in. It must have just come off cooldown. It was 88 seconds last I saw. Faith Beyond gets a double Slither and Crush. Gets blown up by the Mystic Flare. He's gone down. Ice could be in trouble as well. He's trying to ride his way out. But he is down. Weeha gets the kill on there as well. That's 2 down for Wings Gaming. That 1200 net worth swing. That's Moo. Finished off his Bloodstone. Decent timing. 18.5 minutes. Not as good as we've seen him previously. How many deaths has he got? He's 0-1-1. But again, this big 5-man Dota means that everybody is kind of rotating all together. Don't have a huge opportunity to kind of push lanes by yourself and do that kind of thing. Clear the waves just as quick as that. Like a Moo can. Bloodstamp on Storm Spirit, so they're about even, really. The two heroes. Let's have a look at their net worth. Yeah, it's about 1.5k ahead the Storm Spirit. That's because of these those treads. Basically. So as I said, 5-man Dodo at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see whether what team can perform. Both teams are going to be reliant on the big ultimates. If Shadow gets the Fire Blast was going to try and pick up that creep. If Shadow is able to get the Global Silence off while they're attacking, while they're making the initiation, and they can get something done, Ice gets taken out. Saxa gets the kill on that. Support on support. Then, that'll put Wings in the driver's seat, and we'll see if they can actually take advantage of it. But these Chronospheres, along with the Mystic Flare, will be crucial. Wee's floating around here. Faith Beyond might be able to pick him off. It's night time, so they may not have had the vision. Shadow's got a Vite boost to himself. He may be looking to pick up a Rod of Atos also. Resolution up here in the top lane. They're going to get this tower down by the looks of it. They've even got the ward here spotting any TPs or any rotations. Oh my god, there's the Chronosphere. Faith Beyond. Caught in the middle. There's more TPs coming through. Oh geez, Moo comes in, blows up Faith. There's the Chakram. He's actually caught on 2. Wee's going to go down here. He's got the Mystic Flare that was laying directly in the middle of the whole team. They're taking so much damage. Innocence could be going down here. He's really low, but he's healing up Blink using that urn. That's 2 down for DC. Saxa might be in trouble as well. Jeez, there it goes. That's 3. 3 down on the side of DC. What turned out as a crazy start went just pear-shaped for DC really quickly. Oh geez, Faith Beyond's going for it. Amplified damage on Resolution. Will he be able to do anything? Time Lock stops those Slither and Crushes. And that's one of the beauties of this hero, is he can cast that Slither and Crush every 8 seconds. So great in a team fight to have that huge AoE. Look at that range. That range on 8-second cooldown, 2.5-second stun, that is ridiculous. And it'll be crucial for them to actually get their time dilation up on Faith Beyond. If they can get it up on, say, the Storm Spirit as well to stop those remnants coming in, that would help their team fight immensely. Smoke comes through from Wings Gaming. Looks like DC are going to smoke up themselves. Oh geez, they're headed straight over to Roche as well. Faith's got the amplified damage. They're going to be popping down, so it will help them take Roche. Moo's here around the pit. Will they go in? Wings kind of backing out here. Oh no, Blink could be in trouble. He's been silenced up. Oh, he gets the suicide off. This could be bad for Wings Gaming. Shadow gets taken. Ice Ice tries to hook him, but he gets an illusion. That is not good. Oh no. Innocence has gone for the relocate, and he's not travelled that far. But it has ensured his demise, basically. Moves up on the high ground, making sure that nobody around gives him someone to tether to. Holy crap, Moo's already up to 18 Bloodstone charges. He only just picked up the item 4 minutes ago. Jeez, hook from Pudge. There's a 3-man Chronosphere that's going to land on 3. Holy shit, this is going to be big damage on Wings. They've already lost 1. Are they going to be able to get the rest? Ice Ice going to be in trouble here. He's heading down to the south. He's going to get time locked up. Oh no, Mystic Flare. Faith Beyond's going to go down as well. He's a 5-man wipe in total. That was not the hook that Ice Ice wanted. He pulled Moo up onto the high ground, and that Chronosphere just did so much. The Chakram thrown into the middle of it. Holy shit, that's going to guarantee them the team fight every single time if fights keep turning out like that. 20 Bloodstone charges up from Moo. He is just going to have regen coming out the wazoo. And let's see, this net worth is going to be climbing up to that 5k mark. Wee picks up the Aegis. So the cooldown on the Skywrath Mage down to 40 seconds. He's basically got it for every fight on the Mystic Flare. Be interesting to see if he goes into an Agnum Scepter build. Could be the move when linked up with this Chronosphere. It means that he'll have it off cooldown every 5 seconds when he gets to level 3. And to be able to cast them, a couple of them, they take so much mana, 575. But to be able to cast 2 of them in a fight, getting 1 of them in a Chronosphere, will be game changing. So we'll see if he goes for that, or if he just goes for a different... Oh no, Moo's in big trouble here. He's been dismembered up. Wee's hanging around. They're not going to be able to do much about it. There's 3 here. Wee's playing risky. Oh, he's actually going to go on Ice Ice. Will he be able to finish him off? He does get the kill. Gets the solo pick off. That was crazy. Global Silence used. They got Resolution. Oh, the Faceless Void's gone down. So that puts Blink back on top of the net worth charts. He's down to 8 Bloodstone charges though. He's got a Void Stone. Not sure what he's going to head towards with that. If he picks up, say... Not sure. He's got the Yawls, actually. Yawls will be handy up against Moo. To basically keep himself in the air. Good up against the Skywrath Mage as well. If he gets silenced up, he can use the Yawls to basically jump in the air. It'll purge off the silence, and then he'll be able to move around wherever he wants. Same with Rotovatos. If he gets Rotovatos, it'll take off those effects and help keep him alive up against the Skywrath Mage, because at the moment Wii is dangerous to run into. You do not want to run into him in a dark alley, because he will mess you up big time. Real big time. So we'll see if Skywrath goes into, say, a Shiva's Guard or a Hex Stick. Could be a couple of different options for him. Hex Stick could be good up against Blink. Some lockdown for him would be good, seeing as they don't have too many stuns. They've got the Yoga Magi stun. As I mentioned, the silence on the Skywrath Mage, and then the Chronosphere. But other than that, they don't have a whole lot to deal with the Storm Spirit, so they may look towards that itemization to get the job done. Something like a Hex, or there's a Blink up for Wii actually. So he's going to be trying to use that to get into the right positions, get the jump out as well. Again, he does so much damage that he can basically blow up anyone if he gets the right initiation. Not so much Blink anymore with that Yule set to pick up, but anybody else, they'll be in real deep doo-doo if they run into him. Bloodstone, so we've got Bloodstone down at 8 charges. This is one of the reasons why it wasn't picked up all that commonly before it got buffed a little bit recently up to the 12 charges from the start. And it's because if you look at Blink's net worth, you go, oh yeah, he's got about 12k net worth. Look at Moo's, oh, he's got about 10k net worth. But even Moo, even now after he's died, he's got 13 Bloodstone charges compared to the 8 of the Storm Spirit. It basically means for an item that costs the same for each hero and is worth the same net worth, you're actually getting a lot more out of the 13 Bloodstone charges. Oh, Blink, he's going for the teeth, he's going for the, oh no, here's the Yules. Global Silence comes out, they actually dedicate the Chronosphere just on Blink, there's the Mystic Flare, and he gets finished off. So the Yules did help out for that initial burst, but Wings, the rest of the team, wasn't able to follow through and turn it into a team fight, and Blink just gets taken out. 500 gold, the bounty on his head. And so now we see that Bloodstone charge down to 5 up against Moo's 14. And the difference there is massive. There's the Yules. Stun lands on a few. We could be in big trouble here. Aegis gets popped. Moo jumps forward. Innocence needs to go down here. Holy crap, Misery is going to go down. There's another Slither and Crush. Faith Beyond actually gets taken out. Shadow taking some damage from the Illuminate. That's 2 down on DC and only 1 down on Wings' side. Innocence got really low there, but they weren't able to get the kill on him. Oh no, they popped the Aegis as well, actually. Almost forgot. So that is a net worth swing towards Wings. And that's that Timbersaw down to 10 charges now. He was up at 20 at one stage. Jeez. He's got to be more careful. He needs to keep those charges going. If he can keep the charges up, it just means that basically he can cast as many spells as he wants. He can farm up just non-stop. Basically, if he's got unlimited mana, he can just timber chain between all the camps in the world. He can blow up creep waves. He can really start snowballing. He's picked up a plate mail. We'll look to go into a Lotus Orb or a Shiva's Guard. I think it'll be a lot... I think it'll be more likely to be a Lotus Orb. It's actually a good call. How did I miss that? I'm sitting here thinking about dumb crap. Oh no, the relocate from the IO as well. He could be in real big doo-doo. There he goes. Innocence, poor guy. Saxa gets a kill. He's got a couple of kills here now, Saxa. What will the Lotus Orb be able to reflect? I don't think it'll be able to do anything. Reflect the amplified damage. Reflect the Vortex. And the Last Word as well. Couple of spells. I'm not sure it's as useful as we've seen some previous games. Ice. Will he be able to survive? We could be in trouble here. Oh no, Faith Beyond gets jumped on. Wee's inside the Chronosphere though, which is not ideal. Faith Beyond takes a lot of damage, dodges the Illuminate with the Yules. Will he actually stay alive here? Oh jeez. Moo jumps through. Wee really low still. He might go down here. There's the Yules actually, saves his life. Shadow needs to get a right click on him. He's not able to get it. Shadow gets blown up. Holy shit. DC getting the job done here. That's 3 more kills going their way. What a team fight for them. Whoa, for 2,400 net worth going their way. We can see the spells used from Wings. They just weren't able to get anything off. They weren't able to stay alive. They weren't able to do anything to execute. Weren't able to disengage. Basically turned into a team fight slowly from that ice and we interaction. So it will be a Lotus Orb. Wings have got to do something here. They've got to turn it around. The Orchid is coming up next for Blink, but he's down to 3 Bloodstone charges. That really is not why you pick up the item. Can't afford to die so much. I mean, obviously on a carry as well. This is not ideal for Wings. DC, they've got only 1 tier 2 left to take down on Wings' side. Wings, on the other hand, they've only taken down the 1 tier 1 down in bottom. Not great for them. We still farming up a Storm. Is sitting about 13k, same as the Faceless Void. Basically tied up with Faith Beyond. Oh, here we go. There's the recall. Moo comes in. Yours goes up. He gets blown up by the Mystic Flare, along with Moo's Timber Chain. That is killer. That is absolutely killer. They keep losing these pick-offs. Wings are kind of sitting around up in the top lane here. Teamfight could develop. Oh, Hook just misses on Moo, trying to pull him out of position. Shadow's relatively low. They're making this push here, DC. They're going to look to go. Diffusal Blade up on Faceless Void, so his damage is severely increased inside that Chronosphere when teamed up with those Mantra Illusions. It'll stop him. Well, here's the Vortex. This fight's breaking out. Global Silence used. Hook actually lands on Blink, pulls him out of danger. It is daytime, so that heal from the Illuminate was massive there. Are Wings going to be able to do anything here to defend? DC looking to put the finishing touches on this top lane. It is going down so quickly. Wings are just backing up. They can't defend at all. Here's the Glyph. Smoke comes out. Are they going to be able to save this top melee racks? Here we go. Blink goes in. There's the Illuminate. Oh, Mana Leak on Blink. He's actually taking a bit of damage. Faith Beyond gets pulled out. Slither Crush on 3. That'll slow things down. There's the multicast. Blink's taking a lot of damage. Shadow gets caught in the Chronosphere. Will that be enough? Mystic Flare goes in. That'll finish him off. Innocence gonna get gone on. Faith Beyond down near the tier 4 towers. Oh, Innocence is dead. So too Faith Beyond. That is 3 down for Wings. Jeez, they call it straight away. DC off to a flyer. We saw some unorthodox drafts by both teams in this game. DC ended up being able to pull it off. Wow, what a performance by DC, taking through that momentum from earlier today. Doesn't look like that series has affected them whatsoever. Negatively is what I mean. Obviously, it's affected them positively. They are loving life at the moment. They're up 1-0. As I mentioned earlier, this is a series best of 5. So, Wings are not out of it yet. They've only, I mean, if they win next game, then it's even. It's basically turns into a best of 3. So we'll see. We'll see some more interesting drafts as well. The Pudge didn't seem to work out for them. His hooking, in fact, almost cost them around the Roche Pit. It was a massive team fight that they lost there. And they lost the Aegis. We with 16-4-10 Skywrath Mage. What a pickup. That was the last pick as well, if I need to remind anybody watching. That was their last pickup, and it worked a treat. The Silence just doing so well up against the Storm Spirit. Did well in the lane, and basically teamed up so well with the Faceless Void. Resolution really performing this game as well. Game 2 coming up next. I am super excited to see already taking those baby steps towards that grand final victory. The most prestigious tournament of the year. Will they be able to take it out? Thanks for watching. We'll be back for Game 2 very shortly.